Happy Sunday to you. Esko is our software developer. And then also we have from Hong Kong, our favorite technology advisor, Bernard Lee.
Hello, everybody. Good to see you again.
Hey, cool. Very cool. And we also have Emmanuel. So Emmanuel is calling in from Ghana. Emmanuel, you there?
Hi, everybody.
Yeah. So
nice to have you.
Okay, very cool. So welcome everybody. We have our mods on. Thank you so much, our mod support, to monitor this chat. And if you have any questions, please send it in. And without further ado, like while we're waiting for people to come on, I respect everyone's time. Why don't we give you guys an update from our side of how MoonToken's doing? So I want to share from my end that okay, wait, you know what? I'm gonna pass it to Esko, maybe to update us. I think we've hit all of our technology milestones, yes?
Yes. All right, we went live with a MoonSwap or a MoonToken swap. So where now you can go on through our site and now do the swapping there. It's going straight to version 1, which is best supported for our token, and that's where mostly all the equity is.
Yes. So it's really good, right? I will say we're also working on a forum piece, which is so cool. So that's like where you can put your ideas and share your ideas on our webpage, and we can, like, we're looking forward to upvoting good ideas and possibly in the future having a launch pad. So that's very cool. And thank you, Esko, for the update.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So, and how about Emmanuel?
Hello?
Elevator music.
I
We
think
can
there's
hear
a
you.
small delay.
Emmanuel?
Yeah, can you hear me, please?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Hello, everybody.
Yes.
I want to welcome you to today's AMA. All right. So for the marketing, we are now we're embarking a lot of we're working with the development to scale up our marketing activities. We are now in talk with some few influencers on YouTube and on Twitter, and we hope to get them on board soon. So we are looking forward to your donation because we'd have to pay them. And I would also want to say that MoonToken is a community token, which means you have to get on board to support the cause. So we, in as much as we need you to help us sell, we also need you to donate so that we can have more influencers on board. So that's what we're working on. Apart from that, there's a lot more we're doing, but probably I'll have the chance to talk about it later.
Yeah. Okay. Very cool. I like to comment. How about you comment on our Shill Army and how that's going?
All right. So the Shill Army is a group that we set aside apart from the main MoonToken chat. And what we do is we invite everybody, as long as you own MoonToken, you're welcome to join the Shill Army. It's like an army of invasion. What we do is we go to various groups, as Stacy talked about in yesterday's updates. What we do is the guerrilla tactic, and what that means is we use the little resource that we have, that is us, the most important resource as the people of MoonToken, and we talk about MoonToken in various groups. We share our link on various platforms, on Telegram, on WhatsApp, whichever way that we can. So we have a coordinated shell, and so what that means is we plan that we would target a particular group where we have a lot of influencers, we have a lot of people there, that we spread a good message of MoonToken, and it's working pretty good. We are not getting the expected number in the Shill Army that we expect. We are now about 20 people, so we need about us, Stacy and Speed, we need about 1,000 people. So we invite everybody to join the Shill Army. With 20, we are doing so much. So you can imagine if you're 1,000, you can do so much more. So that is it about the Moon Shill Army, the MoonToken Shill Army.
Yeah. I think it's like what happened 2 weeks ago is, to update you all, is we won the DA Sheriff Crypto. He's a Twitter influencer and he has 57.6 thousand followers, and we won his community poll for best community.
Wow, that's awesome.
He messaged me. He messaged our official account, and he said, like, when we're ready, he's going to promote us properly. So he's not just gonna like drop like congratulations and please follow. He wants to give us like more meat in our promotion. So that's gonna come really soon. So I think easily, Emmanuel, would you agree with me that easily a promotion like that is like 2 BNB on his Twitter?
Yeah, actually we should budget more, but if we can initially raise about 2 BNB to do so much more, because we are not only targeting him, we want to target, apart from him, other smaller influencers with about 20 subscribers or 15. It also depends on their engagement dashboard, how engaging their dashboard will look. So we're trying to connect with a lot of YouTubers and Twitter influencers, because if you use one person, it's going to look like we are paying him or we are bringing him on board. But if you have some few people connect to a few others or influencers talking about MoonToken, we get a message louder, and the algorithms of YouTube picks it, because it sees that MoonToken is a subject to talk about. So we need not just 2 BNB, we need more, but for the start, I think we should manage with it with a 2 BNB, and we do more with what we have.
Yeah, it's very cool, very cool. And we have a vision of like you said your vision's 1,000. I have to hold Gizmo. Your vision is 1,000. Yeah, I think a Shill Army of 1,000 people.
Yeah, 1,000. Yeah, we need about 1,000 people. Well, we have about 20 led by Lee, and he's doing marvelous job. I really like how this captain, was he our captain?
He is our captain.
How is able to coordinate the army to invade those groups. So we need about 1,000 armies. We need 1,000 standing armies to coordinate our market attacks. Because it's about who gets the traction and who gets the attention. So if you have more people, the more people we have, the more shilling we do, the more attention we get, and the more people get interested in the MoonToken, they buy and they burn. Okay, so it's something that we have to get on board. So now we need about 1,000. Yes, we need 1,000 or even more, but let's settle for 1,000 for now. we about almost 8,000. Okay, so 8,000. Having about 1,000 is not much per our standard, but I think with 1,000 we can do so much more.
Yeah, for sure. I'm so excited. And I would say, like, I love, sometimes it's about slow is fast. And I love how our YouTube channel, now let me see how many followers we have on your YouTube channel. I think we have 221.
Yeah.
But those have all been organic over the past 6 weeks, which I think is very cool. It's really good. So I think we just keep on growing this slowly and steadily. Today, someone in our Telegram chat asked, like, oh, when are we pumping? And then Andrew wrote back, like, okay, let us know when you're going to pump. And then Andrew's being kind of like smug, but he really said it's like, we want to be having that like steady growth and real growth. So yeah, that's really exciting. And I think now's a good time. Like, if you have any questions, please drop it down below. This is an AMA. AMA stands for Ask Me Anything. So if you have any questions, we're happy to answer it. And I'll take this juncture now to kind of cast a vision of how we see MoonToken. So we're building MoonToken as a ed tech. I have the best person in ed tech here with us. His name is Bernard. So Bernard, why don't you share us a bit about ed tech? What is ed tech? What is education technology?
You mean ed tech itself, or what we're doing with ed tech?
Both.
Okay, ed tech to me, actually it hits on me. As some of you might have known, that I am probably the oldest person around here, and so I when I was a teenager, there was no technology, right? So I remember trying to meet somebody at the train station, and then the train station, right? Train station, that's train station. Like look for me under the letter O. So that's my technology, my era. There's no cell phone, there's no mobile phone, and then we call each other at home, and then we say at 4:30 we're gonna meet in the train station, and we're gonna be exit B under the O, right? The letter O. So that's me. But while your technology is actually amazing. At my training last time, I was sharing that like the world of smart contracts have been moving up in such an amazing pace that like even the best technologies, it's having difficulty following, and unless we learn faster than young people. And of course, in here, young people actually has the highest capacity to learn, and like adults need to rely on the special techniques, neuroplasticity. It is a very, very new term. But talking about going back to EdTech, it is actually sort of the new normal, because a lot of us had been affected by the pandemic situation. For those of us who are luckier, we are only limited in our travels and our ability to socialize. And in the last few years, there have been so much change in the new normal that education, if not changing at the pace of smart contracts, would be a serious jeopardy. So EdTech, while it wasn't invented or coined, lately, but it had been, for lack of a better word, reborn in the last couple of years due to the new normal. And of course, it is much better to do face-to-face in terms of education or teaching, because there's nothing more than seeing a person in person, right? But I think the new generation is changing, and I like to give an example of emojis. There was an article at the Harvard Business Review, something like that, that words carry only about 7% of the meaning, and of course the rest of the 93% of the meaning would be in our timing, in our tone, in our voice, in our gesture, in our looking you in the eye and everything, and that's all lacking. Of course, we're doing Zoom right now, but that's why people invented emojis. And I have like a very, very interesting comment about actually memes, not emoji. Emojis are like smiley face, so that's an emoji, right? If I froze it, but memes. I was told that memes can carry 100% of the meaning from person to person without loss of fidelity. And that's a very, very interesting fact, because let's say if I say something right now, if for example Stacy paraphrases it, it would be in a different but it would be in the same context, but it would convey differently. But a meme is the same picture, the same words, and whoever sees it, are going to react the same way, no matter how many times it gets carried through. So that it's in essence, in my point of view, EdTech. It's like MoonToken. It is paradigm shifting. I remember saying that like MoonToken is interesting because it models an economy of shrinking, deflationary. And it actually reminds me of Mother Earth. Sorry, I'm sort of like jumping left and right. I have a lot of things on my brain that I want to just dump out and share with everybody. But taking a break from EdTech and going to MoonToken and Mother Earth. Earth is a wealth of resources, just like when MoonToken was launched. There are so many of them. I pay $8 and I get like so many zeros that it's not. Well, it's all like when I suppose when Adam and Eve are on Earth, the whole globe is so big and they're only the two of them, right? So what are you going to do with everything on Earth, right? So there's such an abundance, like that's the MoonToken. And civilization and technology actually uses up the resources of our good Mother Earth. And as we use up, we become better and better. And then we have well, of course, we have art, we have Renaissance, we have Industrial Age, now Industrial 0.0, and now it's EdTech, right? I gotta have to put back the word EdTech. So everything's evolving, but of course, as of today, we are increasingly aware of what we're doing to the planet Earth. And so we have Greenpeace, we have environment, social, and governance, and it is actually raising a lot of concerns because of energy pollution, carbon emission, things like that. So it is actually modeling after our own economy, and our history is the biggest witness of what we are going to be going through. And of course, to me, EdTech, of course, in a general sense, is what you do with technology in the new normal. But in our context, I see there's something that we must do in here for ourselves, for our community, for MoonToken, which actually models our Mother Earth, and for our love of the Earth, is what we're going to do, because it would maybe have a chance to consume MoonToken like we consume our resources on Earth. And by consuming our resources on Earth, we're going to do something awesome, which advances civilization on Earth in our sense, and it advances, we don't know what. Because I truly believe in investment into the brain and youth, as we are actually doing a lot of things actually outside of MoonToken, for youth, and Stacy can share that some other time. But it is in our brain and in our next generation where our creativity would spring and bear fruit. And with the model of the earthly economy, and with ever-evolving technology such as EdTech, is as the late Steve Jobs once said, we can only connect the dots backwards. We can never connect the dots forward. And we are simply leaving dots in the history of mankind and MoonToken kind. And we have no idea what's going to happen. And all we can do is to persist and insist on our values and spread it, just like what we're doing to all of you guys. So, of course, we're not saying this as education. This is AMA Ask Me Anything, right?
Yeah.
So, but spreading of messages is exactly what we're going to be doing with EdTech. And we hope that we're going to be doing some awesome EdTech in here, led by our favorite Stacy.
So I think, yes, thank you. So actually, Bernard and I are teachers. I mean, of the many things that we do, teaching is our passion. Bernard and I met, what year was it? 2017 at a hackathon for university students here in Hong Kong. He's like the smarty pants, and he was the, giving people advice. I think it was blockchain. I'm not sure. And then I was the,
not yet.
I was not yet. Okay, it's like some technology, and basically on the board, which I'm so excited. I really want to host a hackathon next year, like get ready next year or the end of this year. And basically the organizers, who's our friend Daniel, he put these like social problems in Hong Kong, and he gave the students a challenge, of 12-hour challenge of how you can, was it technology, Bernard? Like how you can bring a business and technology to solve this social problem in Hong Kong. And then I was one of the mentors. Bernard loves my title I was given that day, right?
Chief Happiness Officer.
Yeah, I was CHO, Chief Happiness Officer. So, it was something like I was just there to like help with the positivity and the community and building the atmosphere of the room. And then Bernard and I were sitting together, and we got talking to each other. And it just so happened that I was organizing for our Rotary Club a service project for children. It's called the School of what was it called? School of Refugees or something like that.
School of Opportunity.
Yes, thank you. School of Opportunities with the Vine Church here in Hong Kong. And we were giving summer lessons. So Bernard and I, totally for free. He was the coding teacher and I was the business teacher. And that's how our friendship developed. So with us, we are always so passionate about education, which is like education more like my side, and technology. And we both have experience in building education business. Like a few years ago, I built an online learning English program in Korea, and I had like over 200 students and 50 teachers. So I had that in my business experience. And Bernard, this summer, he taught an artificial intelligence class to kids. Right. So I'm just giving some context here of why we feel like if we're working here, and we're really passionate about making this an educational tech plus technology platform in the future. And we are a grassroots, we are a community power token. We like we talked about in last week's workshop with our dev team, we don't have development funds. So we have this vision and we're moving towards it. And what can we do in the short term? Do you know what I mean? Like we have this vision for this EdTech platform, and I'm going to pass the mic very soon to Emmanuel to also share his thoughts of what we're doing in developing countries. So, but in the meantime, like what are things that we can do with very little resources content wise is we're having our workshops, and we're having our like MoonToken Academy, for example. So we're doing our MoonToken education on crypto space, because one of the things we as a team thought about is that there are a lot of people who are coming into the crypto space brand new. And I would argue that in MoonToken, a considerable amount of our investors are more of that new investor type. It was more like coming on the train of when Dogecoin became top, I think it was top 10, right? And then there was that whole wave of coins, and then SafeMoon, and there was MoonToken. So there was like this group of investors coming into, and we're fresh to cryptocurrency. So for us, like we're really passionate about educating like newer people to the crypto space, and how to like kind of ease them in, kind of be that friendly face and reliable knowledge. Because in economics, one of the things is when there's a lot of asymmetric information, like there's so much opportunity for people to take advantage and to lose. And also at the same time, when there's asymmetric information, you have people profiting, and then you have people losing. And so how can we balance and contribute this and to add value to our community? And this is what we're doing with our MoonToken Academy and our live sessions. So on September 19th and 26th, so just mark your calendar, the next 2 Sundays, we have Move Network coming in, and they're going to tell us about the business insights of NFTs. And also they're telling us about GameFi, which I'm super duper triple duper interested in. And what we have been doing is we've been kind of pulling through our network. So for example, I'm putting Andrew on the spot, but Andrew and I are planning a series of, explaining what DeFi is, decentralized finance, because he's a DeFi expert. And then Bernard, our dev team, and Esko, we're giving like all of those like technical, super smart things, right? And then, I also have something else I want to announce very soon to you guys about our first utility, which is really exciting. And then that's, okay, I'll tell you after. And then we have, for example, in our community, I know somebody who is a budget coach, which is so cool. So we're just like adding value to our community with the resources that we have, recording videos, educating. It takes very little resources. It's a really time and dedication commitment. So that's something that we can deliver on our shoestring budgets. Yes. So without further ado, I'll just tell you guys some good news of our first utility as a community power token. Is I'm talking to the creators of a crowdfunding platform called Follow Funding. They're my friends, Eric Allen and Eric Betchold. Eric B. Sorry if I mispronounced your last name. So they founded this awesome pay it forward platform called Follow Funding, and we're in discussion of, moving in the future. In the future, it takes time to develop so that on their platform, they'll be able to accept MoonTokens on their platform for their pay it forward crowdfunding platform, which I'm really excited about. And then we're going to be having workshops with them in this YouTube space to tell us about, how to the magic behind crowdfunding. What is crowdfunding about? What is activating your dreams and having a dream factory? So that's coming up in October, which I'm really excited about. I just talked nonstop for so long. Sorry, guys. Really, really excited. Okay, so yeah, if you have any questions, just drop it in here. And if not, Emmanuel, how about you help us cast the vision from your side of why are we so excited about education and empowering people in developing countries?
Yeah, thanks so much once again.
You're welcome.
All right, so if you watched the last AMA that was posted, I think 2 days ago, Stacy stressed on empowering the community and empowering people, okay, with knowledge. And I think I felt that it's just right, not only because I'm a Ghanaian, but also because Ghana is one of the fastest economies in the world, surprisingly, in the post-COVID era, and also in Africa. And a lot of companies like Twitter that have their headquarters, and Facebook and Google AI, and a lot of companies are coming around. So I feel that the people here, the indigenous or the indigenous people, are not so much educated in terms of technology. I think we have about a 90% literacy rate, but when it comes to IT, it's very low. Yeah, very, very low. So I felt we can introduce MoonToken cryptocurrency by also using the EdTech system, or educating them, teaching them how to code, teaching them how to use basic programs with computers, and also trying to spread a crypto adoption to them, all right, and so doing. So I suggested some kind of a model. If we can have, let's say, probably, I would not go into detail, but basically we have a free service and also paid service, because as people come to see how good we're doing, people would want to be also enjoying the service, those who can pay. So, and those people would have to let them pay by MoonToken. And it's going to also be one of our utility. The more people pay with MoonToken, the more people talk about MoonToken, the more African. Remember, Africa is about Sub-Saharan Africa alone is about 1.14 billion people. And crypto is about to take over. Now, crypto is all over the news. One of the trending news in my country now is Bitcoin. So you can imagine. So training people how to code, how to do basic computer programming, training kids how to maybe program games, fun things, fun stuff, fun educative stuffs, and also introduce them to MoonToken. We're not only creating a generational MoonTokens, if I have to use that word. We are also creating some sort of utility where people would be using MoonToken to purchase education service. As when Stacy told me about the vision, she explained about their passion to educating people. The detail that I probably can share now, but the detail is super exciting, that when it begins to kick off, it could be one of the biggest utility and the catalyst of burn in MoonToken. So basically, that's how much information I can give. Well, with the plan to set up an education center or boot camps in Africa, specifically Ghana.
Wonderful. Yeah. I'm so excited. We're so excited about that.
Yeah, I'm very excited about it.
Yeah. And our tech team, we're like, I spoke to Esko on the phone this week. We're excited about, bringing our information over to the students there, right?
Yeah, that's awesome. We're looking forward to having you, Esko.
And also, I would like to say that when we were talking, just to give some context, Emmanuel, you were saying that a lot of computer literacy in high school is like kind of more basic. Yeah. It's not coding in primary school, right?
Yes, actually, the basic school, they teach you the basic from, let's say, from grade 1 to grade 6 to show you how to use the mouse, what the meaning of this and that. Then when you go to the junior high school, they introduce you to some basic programs like the Word and all that. And because the basic and the basic education in the senior high school is free in my country. Yeah, but the quality of education, ICT, because I've been through it, is not enough, because I learned everything by myself, and later I had to use a private firm. So I felt if people are having free education, and now computers driving the world. Programming is really driving those, changing how we do business. Because a lot of fintech companies in Ghana, but most of them are not owned by Ghanaians. It's owned by by foreign companies, by foreign individuals who come here, discover a market opportunity, and they create. So the market is there, but the local people are not getting. They don't have the bigger pool of people who can use that technology to generate income for themselves. So I think we start with education of coding for people who have free education but do not have quality education in terms of ICT, can really not only be a moral or social responsibility, can also be something that we can introduce or expose MoonToken project to them. And one thing about my people is when they come to love you, they love everything about you and know they want to go. So once they get grabs of MoonToken Academy Bootcamp, everybody will be on board. And that's a great opportunity because it will just trickle down to other region. We're talking about 250 million people that we can access them if you get this right. So it's a big opportunity, not only about the social responsibility or the moral sense, but also the tokenomics sense of MoonToken.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm so excited. I'm so excited about that. Bernard, did you want to comment?
Yes.
Did you want to comment about Emmanuel's, what he was sharing just now?
Oh, you mean to comment?
Yeah.
Well, I was actually involved in the United Nations Office of South-South Communications Corporation, I think, UNOSSC. And every year, actually, I meet with students from the continent, and I have learned to love them, and they're awesome people, and you know they're happy and they are positive, and they have great ideas, and I also feel for Emmanuel's comment about general computer awareness nowadays, because actually I graduated in 1987, computer science. Yes, and at that time, at that time, you know, like there's not much to talk about. Well, I mean, there are a lot to talk about, but they are all like very low level. So I learned computer the hard way. It's like from the wires and the electrons, you know, outwards. And I found that, you know, like as long as I don't stop learning, that fundamental law knowledge actually became my advantage, because no matter how how good there's a programmer, and then because they are mostly learning on top of the information that people have developed over the last few decades. I always have something to give to, you know, if they're willing to take it, because, you know, I sort of like know like down to the electron level, you know, how a computer works, and I feel that sometimes it is required for the next wave of innovation. Why? Because, for example, if you move into a renovated house or a hotel room, everything's done, and you sort of don't want to touch things, because, you know, like while all the wiring, all the automation, all the technology are hidden and they are embedded into the renovations, and so like you don't want to break it. But let's say if you're given like a house, whereas, you know, like things maybe were not as adequate or not as rich as what you would find in a star hotel.
Yeah.
What you do is that you want to get it out, and you want to make it better, and that's how innovation happens. And that actually was what happened in China just a couple of decades ago. For example, China was so behind on telecommunication that, you know, they you know, when you have to visit your relatives, you know, like right in the countryside, you're gonna have to, you know, like take a train for 2 days, and you're gonna have to go there, and they're gonna have to say, oh, hey, who are you, right? And then you talk in person, just like I was talking about waiting for somebody at the train station under the letter O. So that was just a couple of decades ago. But now, like China, like with telecommunication, I don't have to say more. But what's going to be the next innovation? I think there are plenty of opportunities other than, I would say, like maybe the most developed countries are. I'm not going to name them, but I think everybody has their own set of definitions for very developed countries, and also the developing countries and almost developed countries. Now I'm going to also let you fill in the blanks because I know I can at least think of about a dozen, like examples. But after these, as we start to move to other places where the resources in terms of brain power and motivation and positive energy and determination, most importantly, where's going to be the next place? And with EdTech, it is excellent opportunity for us who had a more lucky environment in terms of exposure and learning from not only from teachers and also from life and from people. It is time for us to give back more to the kids that or the young people that we meet. And I think just like what's that thing? It's just chat thingy, like which is what is it? Everybody is Discord. Discord,
yeah, Discord.
Discord is driven by young people.
It is.
Yeah.
It's like we have no clue, but everybody uses Discord. And they were navigating the groups and the hashtags, whatever it is, and then the interest groups, and they're meeting people, and they're sharing all kinds of stuff, that we couldn't even catch up with. So, I think it's time that we pass on to some of the people of the future. And while I don't think this is going to happen overnight, and although we are diligently doing a lot of stuff, all of us in here. But I don't think the big thing is going to happen in our generation. I think it's going to be the next generation. How fast it will happen, we'll see. We'll see. We might be surprised. We might be very pleasantly surprised, but we must know that we gotta have to put in some patience and determination.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's more of opportunity, as you said. There is this man called, I've forgotten his name, but he's the leader of the NASA, the rover, the people who deployed, the NASA those who deployed. He's a Ghanaian, the leader of NASA project. He's a Ghanaian, it's called Ali Aiti or something. He set up a foundation in the girls' school in Ghana, a Methodist girls' school in Ghana, because I think that was a project, part of giving back to the school, to his country. He set up a robotics school. And surprisingly, these girls came out first in the World Robotic Festival 2019.
So good.
You can check. So I could see a lot of people now, the youths are ready to learn, but they are not exposed. As you said, I sent my first email in the year 2001. I was very young, very young guy. And I remember the struggle and how I was able to get my email. And when I was able to get my first email, it was as though I've gotten something so special. All right. But so I think it's more of the opportunity and the exposure because of internet and the computers, how internet is able to get the world very close to each other and expose people to what's happening in places like the China and the US and all these big powers where they see kids doing wonderful things. They also believe that they can also do it, but they don't get the knowledge, the information that they can process it to make something tangible. So that's why I think when Stacy brought up that about education, I was very much excited about here in Africa, we have kids also take advantage of that, especially in the blockchain. Now, the blockchain is taking over. Surprisingly, if you check places like Nigeria and Ghana and Kenya, the fintech, financial technology companies are becoming crazy. We have VCs around the world investing huge money in this area. And now we also have we have blockchain music being sung around.
Yeah.
And NFTs because of the advent of Afro music and all that is also becoming loud and all that. So I think people or companies who access this market and take advantage of it and create their own market they will do good. That's why I'm very much excited about MoonToken, not only about the social or the moral sense, but also in the tokenomic sense, because as we train people how to code, they become exposed to MoonToken and they begin to use crypto as part of MoonToken echo chain. They also become part of the MoonToken echo chain, or ecosystem or something. Then they begin to burn. You create a utility, and in MoonToken, the more utility we have, the more it burns. So in the next 10, 15 years, imagine if we start now having like about 1,000 or 2,000 or 5,000 or even 50,000 kids on a MoonToken education program. You can imagine what MoonToken, the price, that alone as a utility, that just one utility or probably numerous MoonToken utilities we are planning to create. That alone, you can't imagine how much impact it could have in the price of MoonToken. So now people are concerned about when Moon went pump and all that. If you check the general market, it's happening. And Stacy says something, the problem we have in MoonToken that we are looking to solve with education is that people saw Dogecoin pump, people saw SafeMoon pump, people saw a different token pump. Then they came to let's say MoonToken, they saw it as an opportunity to also make something. They came with an instinct of a gambler, okay, without much information. So now that reality is now set in, they are now learning. Okay, it happened to all of us in crypto. So now a lot of people are becoming better, and that's why it's also very important that we also intensify our education using the medium that we have, like YouTube or any other platform that we have. We intensify our education process to make those people in our community stay, learn, and become part of the MoonToken family with the power, with understanding of how cryptocurrency works and how MoonToken really work. So I'm really much excited, and I think we can scale up. We can do crazy stuff with this idea of education or tech ed with MoonToken.
Yeah, I'm so excited too.
I want to throw in some idea. I have a lot of MoonTokens right now. Not as much as you guys, but to me, it's a lot of zeros. So, what if in the foreseeable future, we are insanely MoonToken rich people?
Yeah.
And we can invest MoonToken into youths, where the MoonToken Academy would help them flourish, and by exchanging our MoonToken richness into equity into all those people, we became investors, and we became owners of the new economy.
Yeah.
We are all investors.
Yeah.
In the future.
Yeah. It's real. Like I wish people could get this. It's so real. Like when I bought Bitcoin about 5 years ago, if anyone told me that Bitcoin, the price can move from about $740 to even $20,000, I would say the person is crazy. But it did about a year after it did. And someone said Bitcoin could go as much as 50,000. I did not believe, like it was coming from a banker. And he said he believed Bitcoin could be $50,000. The price can go. And it was like, it was about 2018, 19, like early 2019. It's like, how can the price go to 50,000? Maybe in the next 10 years or something. He actually said Bitcoin in 2019 that the price of Bitcoin can hit 50,000 in 8 years or 10 years time. That's what he said. That was 2019. And now look, the price went about 50, 60,000. So people, if you watch it, look at that. Look at the utility, the idea, the people who are running MoonToken now. The great idea, like what Bernard and Stacy and the entire team, what they are doing, what type of value and equity you're trying to create out of MoonToken. And Japan, it's a great opportunity. It's like it's something that we should not be thinking about the price now. Myself, I wish the price will stabilize like this, because I'll be expecting some money to buy more. Actually, yes. So I think we are, but it all boils down to education, like educating people to understand like what MoonToken and cryptocurrency is, and how it's not a quick rich scheme or a snappy change my life program, but it's progressive, it's something. Actually, when the price of Bitcoin fell in 2018, I forgot about my Bitcoin. Then I rather jumped on learning about blockchain. If Bitcoin had not crashed at that time, I wouldn't have known anything about blockchain. But thanks to the fact that price went down, I went all in blockchain. I started expanding my. It was like, whoa! I actually forgot about Bitcoin and started focusing on blockchain. I think that's what should happen. We have to learn. We should open ourselves to dedication that Stacy, Bernard, Esko, and all these tech teams are giving to us free of charge in various program platforms like YouTube and Telegram. And we should buy more Moon token for your own good because it's a chance that you will never have. If someone had told you when Dogecoin was about 4 zeros to buy Dogecoin as a meme token, you would say the person is crazy. Now look, you are buying Dogecoin at 0.2 zeros. Can you imagine?
So I'm gonna put you on the spot. Can you tell us how many Dogecoin you used to mine every day, and then you fund the project?
Actually, I was on Genesis mining. I think if people doubt it, unless AMA, probably I can bring out some information. I'm mining about 6 billion of Dogecoin. Billion. Dogecoin was nothing.
Million,
like
billion
of Dogecoin. I think I used about 2 BTC, 2 Bitcoin at that time. And Dogecoin was nothing. Like Dogecoin, I believe even Genesis mining was, and all the, sorry, I shouldn't have to mention it. I think the mining companies were giving them out because they themselves didn't really believe in the value, that the value could go up that much, because they were just throwing it. It's like I read an article, a gaming competition, all right? The first person won about $10,000. And the second person the second person was given about 2,000 Bitcoin. At that time, Bitcoin was few cents. So now guess today, who's the winner now? The person who got the $10,000 or the person who was given 2,000 Bitcoin? So you see, then nobody knew, everybody thought it could be something greater, but nobody thought it could happen so fast. All right. So guys, coming from someone who used to mine about 6 billion, Doge, some who bought about Ripple, 2 zeros in Ripple. When I see MoonToken, I see this as a gem. Like, I'm serious. It's a big deal for people like me, all right? And people seeing you, Bernard, Eskos, and all these people with great ideas and values and morals and good hearts coming on board to having planned for MoonToken. Come on. What else would you? It's 7 zeros. Come on, 7 zeros. Get it while it's hot, because trust me, you will never get this price in the next 5 or 10. I don't know, but it could happen so fast. It will never be like this now. Yeah.
Do you remember I recorded a deflationary token explanation video on MoonToken Academy. I released it yesterday, and the end part was I don't know if you know this trivia, Bernard, but do you know how much Bitcoin the guy bought for 2 Papa John pizzas on May 22nd, 2010?
Yeah.
Go for it. Yes.
I heard it, but I couldn't remember.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was about 10,000 Bitcoin for 2 pizzas.
10,000, which is in today's, when it was like Bitcoin Pizza Day, May 22nd, 2021, like a few months ago, the price on that day was $63,000 for 1 Bitcoin. It's dropped now. But at that day, that anniversary, his 10,000 Bitcoin was worth $630 million.
Serious. And guess what? MoonToken is like Bitcoin. MoonToken is like Bitcoin.
Yeah, it is.
The only difference is Bitcoin is very limited in supply, and MoonToken gives a lot of people a chance to be rich in the future. That's what I see it. All right. So if Bitcoin, cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, which has about 25 million tokens, and now we have about 10 or 5 million people already lost their Bitcoin. That can never be recorded. Look at the price now. So we're talking about a cryptocurrency like MoonToken, which goes down as people use it. People buy, it burns. People sell, it burns. All right. So it's not a financial advice, but I'm looking at buying MoonToken as well for my kids. Yes, because it's a great opportunity that the world of technology, like Mr. Bernard said, the world of technology is given to people like us. All right. I'm very proud to say crypto changed my life. Crypto changed my life. There's no doubt about it. I'm not going to hide it. It's not my certificate. It's not my degree or whatsoever. Crypto did it. It was just about $1,400 because I bought 2 Bitcoin. It changed my life. All right. So whenever I'm talking about cryptocurrency, and some of us who got exposed to it, I saw Ethereum when the price was about $6. So for those of us who saw it like really, when we're talking about like we're talking about something like MoonToken, or we're talking about a project like what we're discussing now, I have the passion for it. I'm very confident. It's not a financial advice, but I can feel it, and I pray we should all come on board. If you can afford, put in something and forget about it. You don't have to just put in $1,000, $2,000, or whatever. Just put in like $300, $100. It's not a financial advice, and just forget about it. If I kept my 6 billion Dogecoin, which was what less than, let's say, $100 or $200 about 5 to 6 years ago, let's say 5 years ago or 6 years ago, if I kept that 6 billion, which was worthless, absolutely, just about less than $200 or something, if I kept it for about 5 years, like probably I would not be sitting here.
No, I actually geeked out and I calculated for you how much the 6 billion Dogecoin would
how much was it?
No, I don't want to tell you. I feel like it's too depressing.
Actually, I feel stupid.
Because today's current price of Dogecoin is 24 cents. 6 billion is $1.4 billion.
Yeah, that's crazy. And I'm not alone. Like I'm not alone.
Yeah, you're not alone.
A lot of people are crying. I think I'm not as down as Enzo Renzi, or is it the name, who bought Bitcoin with 2 pieces for 10,000 pieces of Bitcoin. So I think I'm okay.
Yeah, and you know what? I personally love this price. And people, Bernard, okay, I can only speak for Bernard and I because we live in Hong Kong. We see each other a lot, but Bernard and I do a lot of networking. We go to different networking events. We meet all these smart, fancy people, blah, blah, blah. And then sometimes when I talk about MoonToken, and then they'll put a jab at me and they'll ask the price of MoonToken, and billion tokens for, what are we, like $7.8 US for a billion token, and and making fun of me or something. And then I'm always just like, yeah, so what? I love this price because I'm so excited of all the people who can onboard at this price. I'm not,
but
I have other investments, but there's
you don't blame them. I've been there before, like me myself. So I don't really judge those people. All right.
No.
Because no, I'm not saying you're judging. Like I'm just saying it because it hurts. Like you know the value of what you're holding, and you tell someone about the price, it goes like 7 zeros. It's crazy. And I would just look at the person and I would put myself in the shoes of that person and call that person. I'm tempted to call that person, excuse me, are you stupid or something? Because try to picture myself 5 years back, all right? Then I'll go like, oh, just forget about it. Probably they are just acting like me 5 years ago, all right? Because I never knew that. That's why it's very important that we intensify our education, all right? We intensify making people understand the value of cryptocurrency. What makes crypto is utilities and the people and the vision, all right? So they have everything. MoonToken has everything it takes to be the greatest token, one of the greatest token. You have the people, you have it, all right? So we are docs, like you have it. You have people like Bernard, you have people like, we have those people. So it's not everybody will catch it, will catch the vision. So it's don't let it irritate you at all. Try to.
I like it because I'm happy that someone for oh my gosh, my math, but 0.007 or less than 7 cents US dollars can buy 10 million MoonToken. I'm excited, right?
Yeah.
Because we have a huge hope for a future, and then they can get in at this price. When we took on the project and the price is really going down, and I remember being in the MoonToken chat, and I'm like, guys, we are so blessed that we get founders price, right? We're so blessed we get the founders price. For us, I think our market cap's like, there's so much room to grow, which is so exciting. Like, embrace this price. I'm telling you, when we have our AMA 12 months from now, we're doing these monthly AMAs, but I'm going to have a good, not good laugh, but I'll just like smirk a bit because people are going to be wishing that they bought it at this price.
Yeah. Let me share something fun briefly. 2 days ago, when the price of Bitcoin crashed, actually I needed some money, so I needed to take some money from crypto. So I was just waiting for the price to go up. Then I have a friend who visited me. He also invested in cryptocurrency 5 years ago. So when the price went down to about when the price crashed, I think 2 days ago, the price went down. I was like, yes. It's like, what's happening? The price of Bitcoin has gone down. It's like, so it's like, yeah, I'm going to buy more. He wanted to buy Bitcoin. Actually, he wanted to buy SRP. And I am praying that the price of Bitcoin goes up. Or actually he owns MoonToken too. So he understood. He understand the value of what he wants, right? Okay, so I think that's what we're also trying to create. Try to that, like what we're doing now. I know a lot of people will be watching. Anyone who watched this video would have a renewed mind that the greatest opportunity they could have in crypto, one of the greatest, even though it's not a financial advice, is to buy MoonToken at the founder's price. So so buy like $50, $100. Just forget about it, or probably let's see what happens.
Yeah, so good. I would like to tell everybody that our roadmap, we're going to be uploading it this week on our website. We just talked to our web guys. Tomorrow's Monday, so it's going to be up for you guys to see. And I'm really excited about, like, this conversation's so good. We're going to have our gatherings. One of the things that you'll see on our MoonToken roadmap coming up is, we're really driving this power of community. Sometimes people are just trying to like smack me with FUD on my face or something like that about MoonToken, blah, blah, blah. One of the things that I would just like to anticipate a counter argument to MoonToken is that people say, well, you have no marketing funds, you have no development funds, but all of us here are entrepreneurs, right? Like, not having any money from like this percentage base from a tax fee base doesn't stop us. Like, I have no qualms, no worries. We're just going to have to make money. We're going to have to make a business model, generate income, and we're going to do it. And I do think the focus is the power of community, because if you see if you look at the business world, community is a buzzword. And there are so many companies who wish they had our MoonToken community, really. Like, they have a good product, but they don't got no community. We have an amazing community, and we're getting better and better and better and better, and tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter. And we're just choosing which business case to put it on. And that's why we're the really powerful hidden gem. When you join our Shill Army, just right everywhere with a hidden gem that people got to find. I'm like really excited about that. Yeah. And the last thing, I'm just going to round it up on the top of the hour here, is that I'm really interested in having a community campaign to design Little Moon. So Little Moon is our mascot. And we're going to be designing or like having open competitions and giveaways and voting for our Little Moon. And from that, we're going to springboard and create a MoonToken NFT collection. So that's coming up in the next 3 months. So just stay tuned for that. And then for that collection, we're going to see the mechanisms. Very likely, that's also a utility case for us to be able to buy in MoonToken as well. So there's so many different things that are coming up. And if anyone has any questions, I'm just checking here on our YouTube live chat, feeling so much love from everyone. And how much, okay, Kokulu says, how much would be the one MoonToken worth if we reach a market cap like Ethereum? Ooh, math, Esko, can you do the math for us? Okay, if we reach let me see. What is the market cap at Cardano? Let's do that. 83 billion. Okay, I'm literally on my calculator. 83 billion. What is our market cap now? 5, 7, what is it? Our market cap, let's say our market cap's 2 million. That's over 30,000 times growth. Yeah. Yeah, that's over 30,000 times growth. So cool. Ram says here, how to combine EdTech and GameFi to enable all societies to leapfrog in the post-industrial age. Bring your questions. Yeah, bring your questions on September 26th. I'm really grateful for Move. First of all, they're really knowledgeable in what they do, but also I feel like they're really good people to brainstorm and to talk with. You know, they're high level, high tech consultants, and they just like meet us for lunch and they just talk to us, and they're so free with their information and empowering us with the information. So it's so good. So come to talk about that on September 26th.
I want to give a little preview. I want to share a picture. Like gaming, you know, it's sort of like a virtual world, right? And I want to share this picture.
That's you.
Yeah, that's me. But you know, you gotta see you can't see the bill. The bill says, you can see it now. The bill says $10 billion.
Oh, yeah. I have that too.
Yeah, we saw it together, right? But I think gaming is like that, you know, like we are in a virtual world. Like that bill was a real bill of $10 billion in a country.
Zimbabwe.
Yeah. It's I was going to name the country, but it's in a country. But you know, like we are in a virtual world. MoonToken, we got 1 billion MoonTokens, 10 billion MoonTokens, but we're in a virtual world, right? And gaming is in a virtual world, like you know, like that country is a real country. So I'm gonna leave that all to your imagination, and we are gonna go in depth in the next event.
Yeah. Sounds good. Does anyone want to add? Let's round up. So like final comments, final discussions. Start with Esko.
No, everything is great. I'm hoping to add more tools that we can use besides the swap and grow our technology from there.
Yes.
You know, that we're off to a good start. We provided some that other people haven't been able to, and doing stuff that the big boys are doing.
Yes, that's true. We are.
Because you're a big boy already.
So good. Thank you, Emmanuel.
Yeah, I would want to encourage our community, a wonderful community, to donate. All right, donate so we can start very much a bigger marketing campaign. All right, you know, we have to get Twitter influencers, YouTube influencers. They are not doing it for free. They are charging some money. They're charging BNB. So we'd have to all combine our forces. I will be donating, and I know a wonderful team here also going to do their part. So please just donate. Just put in a little. Like we are combine our efforts. All right, giving our services for free. You can also, if you don't have the time to participate, or you don't have the time to share or become part of the team, if you're busy or something, the only way you can be part of us to go up together is to donate. All right, so please donate to the community wallet, and just tax us to do the job for you.
Yeah. Thank you, Bernard.
I think I said everything that I want to say today.
Okay, super. Okay, so for me, I just wanted to add this one point that Bernard did mention before, like 10-15 minutes ago or something like that. It's like, what if in the future we could take our MoonToken and then help someone build their dreams, right? And invest into other people. And that is the follow funding platform, because it's a little bit more complex, this platform, and it doesn't do it justice for me to talk about for 3 minutes. So I'm getting the founders, scheduling them to have a series of information workshops, what follow funding is and the direction that we're going to. But the whole idea is that we could donate to somebody's dream. And one of the things that I love what follow funding is doing, it's giving people a mechanism to donate to someone's dream. And also it's like helping people dream. Like, how many of us, if like money wasn't the issue, if you didn't have to work, like, would you know what you would want to do with your life? And, some of us, like, over the years have stopped dreaming and been very like to this reality type of stuff. So I think that's like really exciting too. And that's going to be like part of our MoonToken Academy, or I'm going to springboard it to be our MoonToken Dream Academy, something like that, which is really fun. Thank you for all for joining our AMAs. We meet once a month to do this, but at the same time, we are really interactive. So join us on our socials, right? You can message us. And to what Emmanuel was saying, we would really appreciate you guys purchasing merch, donating, and at the same time, MoonToken is built on the skills and the talents and the resources of our community. So you might be someone who has an idea, and like you want to contribute your time and your skill. That's like invaluable. Yesterday I was crying, like happy tears, because Lewis, he sent me, he's like, oh, by the way, Stacy, I made these for you. For MoonToken, and they were MoonToken stickers. Like he took his own time to do that. And it's just like so touching. And that is exactly the power of community. And then Ray surprised me with more stickers. And now we have a Telegram link for you guys to get your stickers on. So I'm just really excited about unleashing the power of community, and just like to show the world that we can harness the power of community for good. Yay. Okay. So on that note, let's end this broadcast, and we will see you guys soon. Take care, write your comments below, and we will reply. God bless you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.